From the Detroit Free Press, it's Wednesday, July 7th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Clara Hendrickson with the Detroit Free Press. Calls to Novi police paint a distressing picture of the fireworks incident Sunday night that led to the death of Columbus Blue Jackets goaltender Matiss Kivlenieks. The 24-year-old Latvia native was struck by a firework, and calls to 911 indicate his condition deteriorated rapidly.
Hi, this is the 911 operator. We got a call from your phone line, ma'am. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we got an ad come to your house right now.
What address are you at, ma'am?
Hit with fireworks. We get ready to go into convulsions.
Kivlenieks was at the Novi home of Manny Legacy, the Blue Jackets goalie coach, according to the Columbus Dispatch. An autopsy performed Monday found that Kivlenieks suffered from chest trauma fireworks mortar shell. At the age of 20, Kivlenieks signed a 3-year contract with the Blue Jackets in 2017. His team called his death tragic and devastating and extended condolences to family and friends.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. As authorities investigate a fireworks incident Sunday connected to the death of Columbus Blue Jackets goaltender Matiss Kivlenieks, safety advocates warn that pyrotechnics should be handled by professionals. Novi Fire Chief Jeff Johnson declined to comment on the incident or make any comments about fireworks safety. He said there was an ongoing investigation of the fatal explosion. Details of the blast and exactly how the 24-year-old goalie died are still emerging, but news accounts so far indicate he suffered chest trauma caused by a fireworks mortar blast at the Novi home of former Red Wings goalie Manny Legacy. In addition to Kivlenieks, a 41-year-old man in Indiana also died in a fireworks explosion. There, a mortar shell exploded inside the fireworks tubing. Autopsy and toxicology results were pending. Fireworks also were responsible for 4 injuries at a block party in Toledo, according to media reports. The Novi incident raises a number of questions, including what explosive was used, what or who may have caused the shell to go off so close to Kivlenieks, and whether any alcohol or other intoxicating substances were involved. Police previously have said the fireworks were launched from a grassy area from 9 firework tubes. After the 7th shot, the platform tipped. The 8th went over the hot tub, and the last one hit the goalie. Police said they do not believe the person launching the fireworks was consuming alcohol.
I'm Adrienne Roberts reporting for the Detroit Free Press. There's at least one industry that hasn't contracted in the pandemic, and it may be a surprising one: cannabis. Even though hard-hit industries like leisure and hospitality and manufacturing have recovered in recent months compared with the same time last year, both industries have employment levels well below pre-pandemic levels. That's not the case in the marijuana industry, where jobs nearly doubled in 2020 compared with the same time last year. And from hourly workers to C-suite executives, the state's marijuana industry isn't facing the same difficulties in hiring as some other industries. This is according to executives at marijuana staffing companies and economists. While they say a myriad of factors do make hiring more difficult, such as limited childcare options for workers with kids, fear of contracting COVID-19, and more generous unemployment benefits, the excitement around the industries and opportunities for growth and higher starting wages outweigh those factors.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Noor Hall. Wayne County residents waiting on federal assistance from the late June flooding might finally be getting a visit Thursday from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, also known as FEMA. With the help of Michigan State Police, the U.S. Small Business Administration, and local Wayne County officials, FEMA will be conducting joint preliminary damage assessments throughout the area in 5 teams, according to a news release. The teams will canvass through Wayne County to validate home damage and disaster impacts against federal assistance eligibility criteria. The information collected will include the total number of homes affected, the degree of damage incurred, extent of insurance coverage, cause and concentration of damage, homeownership rates of impacted homes, and specific characteristics that stand out in special cases, according to the release. The assessment process will not be completed in just one day, said FEMA External Affairs Officer Sandy Jasmine. The amount of time it will take will be determined when the process is started. Not every home will be visited to complete the assessment, but every house affected with photo documentation and receipts should be eligible for assistance if a federal declaration is approved, Jasmine said.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. Michigan's getting a little muscle back into their front court. Wolverine center Hunter Dickinson announced on Twitter yesterday that he is withdrawing his name from the NBA draft and returning for his sophomore season in Ann Arbor. Dickinson was an important part of the Wolverine squad that was a game away from the 2021 Final Four this past season. The 7'1" center was Big Ten Freshman of the Year, an Associated Press second-team All-American, averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds per game.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.